I'm going to jump into a game and show you guys the difference, but look at this. Off, on, off, holy shit, on. Yo, what's up, dudes? It's your boy, Scotty Smoothman, and in this video, we're going to be going over the Best Fortunes Keep Warzone Rebirth Caldera settings that you can get in Warzone to maximize your FPS and also still get you, like, good graphics, but at the same time, you're going to be getting a lot better performance, trust me. This video is going to be primarily for PC console users. You can use some of these settings perfectly fine, but we're going to be jumping into like NVIDIA filters and all that good stuff as well that unfortunately console players do not have the access to, but PC players, you guys are going to be getting a lot of good stuff out of this video, so be sure to stick around and check out the settings. We do stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday here on YouTube, so be sure to sub up, hit that notifications bell as well. Hope this helps you out in any way. If it does, be sure to hit the thumbs up on the video. As always, appreciate you for stopping by. Hope this video makes your day a little bit better. Peace! So we're primarily going to be jumping into just the graphic settings and those kind of things to help FPS and, of course, give you good visuals. But if you guys do want to check out, like, my controller settings, I'll kind of scroll through that when we get to it. But we'll skip keyboard, mouse, don't really need that. We're going to jump right into graphics, starting off with the display. First thing you want to do, you want to make sure that you have full screen set as display mode. Sometimes it's set to full screen borderless, windowed. You don't want none of that, bro. Full screen all the way. Of course, the monitor that you do have, make sure you have that selected there. Display adapter is going to really give you one option, the NVIDIA GeForce, if you have that, of course, graphics card, which I am getting an upgraded graphics card, so it's going to be a lot better. Visuals, the gameplay is going to be a lot better, trust me. Screen refresh rate, you want this as high as possible. I do have a 240 hertz monitor. 240 hertz. I used to have a 144, but just make sure it's on the highest you can get. Render resolution, just throw that at 100. Dynamic resolution, you don't need that. Disable that. And then the dynamic resolution frame rate, since it's disabled, you don't got to worry about that. Now, aspect ratio, this is going to be your, just based on what monitor you're using, so just keep it at automatic. You don't need to tamper with that. VSync, turn that sucker off. And then, of course, your frame rate, you want unlimited or as high as you can get. Some people say custom and then just have it cranked all the way, but unlimited does the same freaking thing, so just keep it unlimited there. Brightness, now, I have mine, actually might turn it up a little bit. Yeah, we'll go 57. Alright, just make sure that you're following that. Look at that. I'm getting stuff out of making this video, right? So, easily visible, just make sure that you have it all set up there. Display gamma, 2.2 RGB. Just keep that as is. Highlights, NVIDIA, you don't need. And then the reflex low latency enabled plus boost. Now the quality, this is going to be pretty much the big part of this. We want to make sure, again, that you're getting a decent look on your game. Your game's going to look great, but at the same time, you're not going to be just hit with super low frames. So, of course, field of view, 110, people do 115, 120. Unfortunately, console players, I apologize, but you guys don't have this field of view. Don't know why, but you don't have that option. It's just 80 for you guys, but you guys can change this up however you'd like, but I have mine at 110. And then also affected, make sure that you have it set to affected, because it's going to keep your aim down sight a lot closer to the field of view that you have, so you're not like completely thrown off by zooming in, and it doesn't like zoom too much in. It actually kind of takes into your whatever you have your field of view set for. So it's the best way to explain it. Affected, just do that. Camera movement, of course, we don't want to use that at all. 50%, at least 50%, you don't want camera movement whatsoever. Now, streaming quality, I have all these set to low. Now, I know some of you guys will, low is going to look like shit. No, it won't. Trust me, if you saw the first clip, it looks great still, but this is going to help your frames a lot better. So, streaming quality set to low, texture resolution low, filter anisotropic low, fucking particle quality low, all that stuff low. Bullet impact and sprays, have that on so it doesn't look weird, like you're in like a Doom fucking 64, Tessellation, disable that, you don't need it. Dismemberment and gore, disabled. However, I think this would be sweet to like make a video and on having this enabled just to see what it looks like, because human characters getting dismembered, like bullets going through them, like blood splattering everywhere, just limbs flying all over the place. I think it would be pretty sick, but disable that because it's going to fuck your frame rate up. And then on-demand texture streaming, just disable that. You don't need that. Now the post-processing effects, film grain strength 0, film grain 0, anti-aliasing, turn that off, don't need it. Depth of field disabled, and then of course the blurs definitely disabled because the blurs, look at that. I mean, you couldn't even see if someone was standing right here if you had motion blur on, right? You would not be able to see that there's a person right there. So disable that. So next, the shadow and lighting, of course, map resolution low. You don't need like high shadows, you don't need that. The cache spot shadows and sun shadows, enable those, make sure those are turned on. That way it's pretty much keeps it all stored in a cache, whatever you want to call it. So it's going to help your frames out in the long run. Particle lighting low, direct ray tracing disabled, ambient occlusion disabled, and the screen blah blah blah, space reflection disabled. Disable all that. If you guys want to check out my interface, I do have a colorblind type to DU Tyranopia. Okay, do that. Colorblind target set to both. Tooltips, you don't need that. If you guys want to check out the HUDs, like here you go. Make sure you have minimap shape on square 100%. I know after the update, sometimes it changed it back to circle or round. Square, you need square. Enabled minimap, show compass enabled. You guys can pretty much copy all this stuff if you want. Text chat, that really doesn't need to, doesn't matter there. And then whatever, if you guys want to copy those, you can if you want to. We're going to give you a little bit more. We got our audio. Again, not going to get too much into this. This is just how I have it set. It's really going to depend on your headset. So again, you guys can copy this, see what works, see if this is good for your headset. Whatever, do what you got to do. And then lastly, the controller settings, like this is what I play on. So again, if you guys want to check out the controller settings, go for it. It's really nothing like, out of the ordinary. Everyone has all this shit set up, but maybe you're watching this video and all your settings got reset. You definitely want to copy all this stuff then, like contextual tap, apply all the armor, like all that stuff. Tact sprint auto, you want all that on. Trust me, it's going to help you guys out. Now, last but not least, we're going to get into the NVIDIA filters and show you guys what I have set as my NVIDIA filters. Now, this filter is going to work pretty much for just across all game modes, Fortune's Keep, Rebirth Island, Caldera if you want. But hit Alt-Z, it's going to pull up your GeForce experience, or you could hit Alt-F3 to access your game filters. But we're just going to click into that filter, and I hit Add. We don't want to add filter. So you guys want to make sure first that you have these in order. You want brightness, contrast on top, color, and then details. So here we go. We got the brightness and contrast first. Exposure, -1%. Contrast, 0. Highlights, -16. Shadows, 100%. And then gamma, 0%. The color is going to be tint color set to 10%. Tint intensity, say that 10 times, 5%. Temperature 2.5, and then the vibrance 40.7. Again, you guys don't have to do this exactly like I do it, but you can change it up however you'd like. If it's 1% off, it's really not going to make a huge difference there. Sharpen 50%, clarity 19%, and then HDR toning 81, bloom 0. Those are the differences between, or those are the filters. Check this out. I'm gonna jump into a game and show you guys the difference. But look at this: off, on, off. Holy shit, on. Yo, it's a completely different game, man. So let's jump into a game, and I'll show you. We're going to go into Fortune's Keep. I'll show you the difference between having the filter on and off, and I'm going to show you that it makes a freaking huge difference, man. Huge difference. And just a disclaimer, I haven't had any issues with the frame rates by turning the NVIDIA filters on. Some people do, so if you have issues with that, then whatever, it is what it is. Turn them off, but I have never had any issues with that. Some people are like, oh, well, yeah, I had issues with the filters, which, again, you might come across. I don't think that's really a big deal, but if it does for you, unfortunately, guys, probably will just turn those off to help with your performance overall. Watch me just get torched out of the air. I'm just going to go over to this, this roof here, bro. So we get the whole view of it. Look at that. All right, bam. This is with the filter on. Game filter. Off. Oh my god, look at that. On. Off. Look at this guy. Jesus, bro, I haven't even played a game, so my aim is booty. But anyway, you guys get the gist there. On, off, bro. It's a completely different freaking ball game. Like, you guys want to make sure you have these on. And again, if it does affect performance, I do apologize. For me, it never has. I don't have the best PC right now, so if it doesn't affect me, it shouldn't affect you. But anyway, guys, of course, if this helps you out in any way, be sure to hit the thumbs up, sub to the channel for some more. Appreciate you for stopping by. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.